Welcome back, everybody, to Digimon CyberSleuth. This time around, we are going to pick up this living doll. Have you heard of the Super Ultra True Puppets? We apply our trade there. Okay, that's weird. Detective Kirimi, you have to help us. You have to help us, please. May, calm down. I'm sure she'll help us. Tell me what's going on. What's wrong? Given that this business from the occult club, I take it that you got another supernatural case on your hands. Yeah, no, probably I don't think so. This has anything to do with the occult this time. Oh, then why make all the fuss? Well, there are apparently these dolls being sold on the internet that that look like me and May. I think these dolls are called Super Hyper Ultra Lookalikes or something like that. That explains a lot. Oh, you're referring to the Super Ultra True Puppets. I heard rumors about them. Alright, tell me more. These dolls, their bodies, their faces, everything from top to bottom looks just like us. They're so accurate. It's creepy. And to make the matters worse, they're being sold really cheap. I think that they could go for at least a little bit more money on the market. Uh, that's really not the problem here. You get that, right? That still sucks. It makes me feel like they see me as some kind of cheap piece of junk. I mean, I find it weird too. Their dolls cost several thousand yen more than mine, but... Wait, so they do care about the price after all. I said it's not important. Anyway, these dolls look like us and are being bought by otaku all over the place. And when you think about what those guys are probably doing with or to them, it just really creeps me out. You know, this reminds me of an R incident. I wonder if there's a connection to that. What kind of incident? There's a really dicey looking service out there called Perfect Girl Project. You can use it to get a living doll made in an image of your ideal girl and live the life you've always dreamed of. But the police have been hearing about how owners of these dolls are going missing. I was just discussing with Detective Matayoshi. Super ultra true puppets and living dolls made in the image of people's dream girls? I guess they sound like they could be related, but are you sure that they really are connected? That's the tough part to prove. To make dolls that look so similar to how you two are, it'll take having pretty specific data on your bodies. Imagine getting your hands on something like that isn't exactly easy. Actually, I have an idea how they might have managed to pull it off. There's an LDC machine in the arcade in Akihabara that I think might be suspicious. LDC? You don't mean the lustful dream chicks, do you? There's certainly not one for Solitude if that's the case. No, not that. I mean Living Doll Club. That's what LDC stands for. Right, it's a machine that scans all of your body and makes a 3D print figure of it. Alright, I could have somehow leaked out of that, I guess. I definitely can't deny that possibility. That's our next step to clear. We need to head to Akihabara and gather info on the Living Doll Club machine. That'll be your job, Bill. As for me, I'll see if I can dig up anything else regarding the Perfect Girl project. Great, living dolls. Puppets. I don't think this is the case I was thinking about earlier. I doubt it is. Because this doesn't have creepy kidnap scenario B on here. Yeah. Kidnap scenario B by meaning Oh, it's a guy getting kidnapped, and not for the fun part of being kidnapped. Ugh. Huh? You want to talk to me? Why? Why is it? Living doll, is it? For a time there was this huge campaign ad about how you use the latest in 3D technology and whatnot. There was a Living Doll Club in the arcade down the way, wasn't there? Ah, thanks. So it should be near the arcade. You there. I can tell from your body language you're frustrated and unhappy. I'm one of those things most of the time. The other one, not so much. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I know this ought to be this ought, this is out of the blue, but I bet you're into beautiful women, aren't you? Hmm. I'll have you know that I sell top-notch dolls of only the prettiest girls. Have you heard of them? They're called Super Ultra True Puppets. Oh, there's a salesman. Hmm. Gather more flies of honey than with vinegar, eh? If you want, I can let you have one for cheap. Go ahead, check this one out for yourself. Oh yeah, not touching that with a 5-foot pole. Granted, this one's an ugly one that was made as an experiment, and it hasn't sold well. But you understand how real my dolls look now, right? Only if Nokia was here. Well, if you're interested in having one of these for yourself now, I got something even better. But at the top of the Secret Service, nobody can know. Let me ask you, how are you doing health-wise? I don't know. It could be better, it could be worse. Great to hear, really. Even if you weren't 100% perfect, you'll probably still be fine. But you're bored with how day-to-day life is going. Wouldn't you love to just throw it all away and spend it with the girl of your dreams? Doesn't that sound fantastic? It is this case. Because with the Perfect Girl Project, I can offer you exactly that. With the Perfect Girl Project, you can have your ideal girl recreated and sent straight to your room as a living, breathing human being. There's just one condition you had to abide by if you use this service. Just one condition, and you can be free from the tedium that you lived up until now. The condition is. But you're wondering what the condition actually is. I understand that's a fair question to ask. Tell you what, I'll let you in on the condition free of charge. This one condition is that once your dream girl has been sent to your room, you can never leave it for the rest of your life. Simple, right? Yeah, it is this one. Oh, you don't have to worry about survival. The girl can take care of that for you. So what do you think? It's not a bad deal, right? That's okay. Take all the time you need to. Once you know, once you know you want one, just get in touch and make it happen. Right now, I think I'll go check the LDC machine at the arcade. Hey guys, it's a case I'm extremely uncomfortable about. How's your investigation into LDC machine coming along? Ah, so you're just about to get started on it. Hmm. You encountered a suspicious man out by the LDC machine. That's good timing because I'm detecting a faint digital noise signature close to where you're standing. You better take a close look at the arcade machine, but you'll find some clues about how these super ultra true puppets are being made. And as usual, this case is starting to take some weird turns, so be ready for anything there. Oh, Trust me, I know how this thing ends, and it's not good. It's like I could connect and jump into LCD unit. Oh yeah, really fucking uncomfortable about this one. And trust me, there's not a lot of things that can make me uncomfortable. Yeah, there's not a lot of things that can make me feel uncomfortable, but this one makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. And it's not the idea of, oh, you can have everything you want and more by just doing this one select thing. It's what happens afterwards is what really makes me shudder. Yeah, I'm a little bit more talkative for this one because, in all honesty, this mission makes me. As I was saying, this mission makes me rather fuck. However, it's more or less knowing what's. Sorry about that. Things happened. Oh, there's a chest here. Okay, that's. Oh, there it is. Hey, the cause of all this. I take people's data, make dolls from it. Lots and lots of dolls. Dolls that steal souls. Then people become dolls. These souls are lifelike. The people are deathlike. Who? What are you? Any interference must be punished. Any interference must be punished. Told you I didn't like this. This is Infamon. Infamon is an ultimate level dark attribute, free type Digimon. He is the evolution of Chrysalimon. And this creepy fucker is the reason why all the dolls are being made, why people are disappearing. Oh yeah, a great part of his design is his mouth is still canon. Yeah. I don't like Infamon. The eyes bulging out of its face is more of an eerie thing, but that adds to what makes it so unique. There's something on the ground. Serious URL. Did you just come out of the LCD machine? Oh yeah, I did. You're not with the cops or something, are you? Are you? Oh, I'm not. I have connections to them. I'm a CyberSleuth. Oh, I didn't realize that was who I was hanging up. I must not be on my top of things like I used to be. Well, I have made a good amount of money as it is. Maybe it's time to call it good enough for now. For now? Don't bother trying to come after me. If there's one thing I'm still good at, it's running away. So, the perpetrators behind this case was probably that salesman you met and Digimon, working together. It's unfortunate he got away, but we'll live. As we expected, the two probably used the LCD unit to gather up girls' data, then use it to make super ultra true puppets. And does that mean you guys checked out the LDC unit in Akihabara? That probably means you got a good idea of what's behind our dolls then, right? Well, apparently they're high sellers. Don't get too excited. We didn't arrest the guy. We got him cornered. I doubt we'll try to pull something like this again anytime soon. But the question still remains as to what became of the Perfect Girl project now. At the very least, we know each doll looks are derived from a real person. The doll's realism is used to help sway potential candidates to join the project. But what the Perfect Girl project even really about in the first place? I think Detective Kurumi mentioned that people who are part of it have been disappearing, right? Indeed, Bell actually picked up some rather useful information about this, about what's required of anybody who does join the project. What is it? Anybody here who has their dream girl sent to their room can never leave it, ever. I'm sure I don't need to explain why that's probably a bad deal. Oh, what's this? It's a URL led at the scene of the crime. This might come in handy, Belle. I want you to go to that URL and check it out. But don't worry about going too deep inside. We don't know what you'll find in there. It's very possible we could be dealing with something extremely dark and sinister. Dark and sinister? We're talking as grim as stuff you look at for fun in your club, maybe even more so. Whoever's on the other side, it's not going to be pretty by any means. Yeah. This looks like hell. Huh? Who are you? A CyberSleuth? Man, this place is getting crowded now. Is this my room? Yeah, of course it is. What's this about? About being inside Eden? Stop joking around. This is clearly the real world. How could I be in cyberspace? Who are all these girls around me? They're my dream girls. My dream girls are pure, pristine dolls. Yep, this has all been made possible thanks to the Dream Girl project. You really know your stuff. As promised, in exchange for these dolls, I stayed locked up inside my room. Life with these girls is the best. I can't be happier. Can't take care of they take care of anything that I need. Really, I don't see any reason to ever leave this place anyway. It's perfect here. You need to get out of here. But this really is inside Eden? Kinda alright with that, man. Are you sure you're not the one who's actually dreaming right now? It's hopeless. Huh. Alright then. So the URL led you to one of the victims of the Perfect Girl project. Victim? What do you mean? Remember, to join the project, you had to stay holed up inside your room for the rest of your life? But in reality, he was lured into Eden, and now he's living with all those girls while he's actually unconscious. But that means... Right. The so-called life they're leading with these girls in cyberspace is just one big lie. The whole thing's just a sad scam. Anyone who falls prey for it is unwillingly imprisoning themselves for life inside cyberspace, thinking that they never left the real world at all. That makes sense. It also makes sense if you think about the name of the company, Jurugumo. It's a demon spirit, right? Jirogumo is a mythical spider who appears as a beautiful woman to attract men to her waterfall. They'll plunge in for her and die at her hands. I knew if there were someone here who would know about this, it would be you, May. You really know your cult history. Okay, so I get all that, but why go to the trouble of locking victims up in their rooms when they're imprisoning them in cyberspace? If anybody's stuck inside Eden thinking that they're still in the real world and don't log out, then all that's left is inside the locked rooms are living bodies, which could be used for any number of things. Like, like what? According to police investigations, the victims' bodies are carried off by a third party and taken overseas to foreign countries. But why would anyone do that? A lot of applicants are young and healthy. Then there are there are who knows how many people around the globe who'd want some fresh bodies. Organ harvesting, sex trade, the really dark stuff. That's so horrible. We don't know for sure if anything along those lines. It's just a theory right now. Just thinking about it really gives me goosebumps. Anyway, about the guy your assistant met a little while ago. What do you think has happened to him? It's hard to know for certain. On one hand, his body might already be lost forever. On the other hand, we might still have a shot saving him. Might as well see if we can still call out to him. But we should be prepared for the worst. Hmm? What's this? Please, you need to log out. Is this another one of those kids' pranks? How many times do I have to tell you, buddy? I'm in the real world. I can't log out even if I want to. You must be pretty clueless if you think this could possibly be Eden. Eh, eh. Well, it couldn't hurt to try. I mean, there's no way it'll work, just not how it works in real life. I mean, come on. Huh? What am I seeing here? I don't get it. Error. Nowhere to log out. Yeah. That's the reason why I don't like the case. We might have taken care of Infirmon, but there's possibly more victims that are stuck like that. The lines between dreams and reality can be murky. It's why I can't dismiss the possibility outright. Who are we to say we can't live in our dreams? Didamata Yoshi says Arata has been seeing Zujuku a lot. What's he up to? Okay, on to Zujuku. But yeah, that case is really, really uncomfortable for me. Because it's just implications of, oh, what happens to their bodies? Black market shit? Mm, not things Belle is very used to, or even likes the idea of. There's Arata. Hey, what are you doing around here? You're telling me the great CyberSleuth is just walking around looking for a job? I'm joking with you. If you're free, do you want to hang out? Actually, this random challenge just came in from some mysterious guy. It says, in my hands, I'm holding a very rare out-of-print edition of comic Baku Bakun Delete. If you want it, accept the challenge. Huh, didn't know you were a fan. Basically, this is a very rare comic contest. What do you think? Interesting, right? We should do it together. I know. I'll send to Kyoko as an official request. If she finds out we're slacking off to work to go mess around, Kyoko will explode. No, she wouldn't. I haven't seen her pissed before, so I'm pretty sure she kind of lacks the capacity to be really, really angry. I'm saying this about my boss. Ugh. Okay, just go to the whiteboard real quick. There we go. Farm expansion. A mysterious man has issued a challenge, a fight with rare comics at stake. CyberSleuth, I need your help. Ah, God. Pay me $10 for this. Alright. Kyoko put it on the board. I had to do my civic duty as a detective to help out my friend, even though it's 100% us goofing off. It has its dark parts and its light parts at least. Hey, wait, accept the mission? Oh, oops. I didn't think it would be in Eden. In all honesty, I did not think it would be in Eden. I'll be, oh, join back with him and he'll tell me. There we go. Hey, you're here at last. You're late. It's a common thing with me, okay? Hey, is this your friend? Yeah, I mean, this is, uh, okay. So it's the two of you who are doing the rare comic contest this time. Okay then, do your best. Well, see ya. Bell. So I was telling you the random challenge from the suspicious guy, right? The suspicious guy is a rare comic collector. He brings participants in with the promise of rare comics, then he gets them to answer fan questions he comes up with. Already then there are contest gone-goers, so-called game masters, who are who ask the questions everyone has to answer. The way it works is the first one to reach rare comic collector will be presented with one of his best comics. You can't just buy a rare comic from a collector. Man, what I wouldn't do just to get that rare comic, I'm literally salving at the very thought. We gotta do it. We gotta win. We need to get our hands on that rare comic. Huh? You wanna know what Baku Delete is? It's a long story, but a good one. I think I'm good. Baku Delete, or Bakken Delete, or Baku Dili, is a turn of a century dystopian Bukun, or Bomber Garden. It's a scene of the wild hero and heroine adventure. The hero is a Shukyu Heihaku, who's head of the student council, a brilliant genius, and a senior at a private school called Saint Erase. Not just that, he is an incredible hacker, Saku, Delete. He vowed never to kill, he destroys evil hackers in the name of justice. At the start of the series, he's a detective who could use hacking, but... Are you even listening to me? Barely. Well, I did tell you it was a long story. Anyways, Baku Delete is out of print. This is an amazing chance to get the final volume of the comic, which is extremely rare. Huh? Why is it out of print? Oh, that's a long story. Wanna hear it? This is what I get for accepting your case. Oh, that's just an overreaction? From when it was published, harmful hackers started to pop up in Eden. People feared the comic was to blame. Believe it or not, they suspected the author of being a hacker himself and was arrested. After that, it was recalled and went out of print. It was always just a minor that has a few fans, and shops started stocking it 3 days before the arrest, making it an extremely rare comic. Now you can get the contents of the comic on the web, but nothing beats the real deal. Hey, are you even listening to me? You want to know if the suspicious guy who issued the random challenges? Well, basically, You see, I guess nobody really knows, to be honest. Okay, so this is a starting point. The Game Master must be around here somewhere. Let's find the first Game Master and solve the first puzzle. You know you're the one that's going to be doing most of the legwork, right? Okay. So let's look for... There we go. Just want to get a better look at this, actually. You're also a participant in the contest, right? Okay, so answer the following questions. Question. In which frame of which volume of the comic series did the main character rival Inosuke Ginda first appear? Volume 7, frame 4? Ooh, this is a difficult question for you. It's an easy one for me. The answer is volume 43, frame 2, right? This is the scene where General Asimov brings him to a classroom. Correct. But this is just a beginner level question. Next, please go to the entrance of Eden. You'll be asked another question by the next Game Master. Okay. So, next time on Digimon CyberSleuth, we'll keep on going with Arata's Otaku quest and, well, try and see where we can get the comic, as well as probably unlock a new area of Eden. See you all next time.